Hi, today I'm going to talk about attorney's fees. Just as a quick disclaimer, this is for general informational purposes only. It does not constitute legal advice, and watching this video does not establish an attorney-client relationship. That being said, if you do want a free consultation, I'll leave my phone number in the description box below. Attorney's fees for family law attorneys, and that's all I'm going to be talking about today because I am not that familiar with attorney's fees in other fields. In California, the average I would say would be around $350 or $400 an hour. This is going to vary based on a number of different things, but especially experience. A newer attorney who hasn't been practicing for very long will probably charge around $200 an hour. I would not pay more for a junior attorney. An attorney with at least 2 years of experience, but maybe less than 10, is probably going to charge between $250 and $400 an hour. And an attorney with more than 10 years or more of experience is probably going to charge between $400 and $500 an hour. I would be careful when you get into attorneys that are charging more than $500 or $600 an hour. There are some attorneys in our family law community that do charge that high, and that have the reputation of just being mediocre. So just because an attorney is charging you more does not mean that they are the best in the industry. You definitely want to check out reviews online. Be careful with Yelp, because I feel like Yelp is one of those places where you only go if you're angry with you only want to leave an angry review. Whereas a place like Avvo, AVVO, that website is just for attorneys, and so people are going to go on there and really talk about their attorney a little bit more in depth. And I think same with Google reviews and things like that. You also want to consider whether the attorney has a support staff or not. Because I think that it matters. If you're going to hire an attorney and you're going to pay them to fill out court forms, you're going to pay $300 or $400 for that attorney to just fill in your information. Whereas if you use an attorney with a support staff, you're probably only going to pay like $25 or $50 an hour for like a paralegal or junior associate to fill out those court forms for you. So that's a question you may want to ask when you're doing a free consultation with an attorney and you're super budget conscientious. The average retainer fee for a lawyer is probably going to be between $3,000 and $20,000. Our office, I have gone as low as $3,000 before, but that's really if I'm only going to represent the client for one hearing. If I'm coming on in general scope for the duration of an issue, I'm going to ask for $5,000. If I'm coming on to do the entire divorce, and that includes assets, debts, and children, then I'm going to ask for a $10,000 retainer. And that's pretty standard across the board. So if your attorney is asking for something like $50,000 for a retainer, I would be a little bit cautious there. Attorneys are typically, for the most part, what I have found in family law, are typically pretty fair and reasonable when it comes to fees. Like I said earlier, there are a couple attorneys out there that, charge the $600, $700 an hour, and ask for an astronomical sum for a retainer, and that's just you're still just getting a mediocre attorney. If they were charging that much and they could get you the moon, then by all means, use them. But that's just not the case. There are laws and, the facts of the case that really govern the outcome of what happens. And so if you also want to do a cost-benefit analysis as well. If your whole community property value is less than what the attorney is asking for a retainer, then you bring that to the attorney's attention and just say, so I'm going to pay you $20,000 to get me $10,000. I don't know. And most attorneys are workable. They'll work with you, but you also want to be doing the cost benefit analysis. If you're going to pay, if you're really driving to win in an issue that's worth less than what you're paying your attorney to fight for you, you want to really look inside yourself and determine what you're really fighting for. If it's out of principle, I would rethink your strategy, because you're going to be wasting a lot of time, money, and stress just to fight over principle, which isn't really going to bring you very much satisfaction in the end anyway. If what you're fighting for, say it's some sort of family heirloom, like the engagement ring or something like that, and it's really important to you, then by all means, spend your money, invest in really winning that aspect of your case. But I always encourage my clients to be doing a cost-benefit analysis as we go through their case, to ensure that they feel comfortable paying me what they're actually standing to gain or lose out of the fight, the battle. So those are my thoughts, my 2 cents on family law attorney's fees. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave general questions in the comment section below. If you'd like to do a free consultation, I've left my phone number in the description box below. Please feel free to reach out and schedule that. I wish you all the best with your family law endeavors, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.